Hello everyone. Um, Today, here Felipe,
And I'm Nick.
and welcome again to our channel. Today we will be speaking about a very important and very help me there, like
High impact
yes, um,
topic.
that is detoxifying your liver and your gallbladder. So, why do we want to do this?
Well, the liver is one of the most important organs in the body and it has over 500 functions. But the main functions are it purifies and cleanses all the blood in our entire body, and it's removing waste and poisons and toxins from our system, and that includes from alcohol, from drugs, and that means any kind of synthetic or chemical drug or medicine, like pharmaceutical, if you've ever had a surgery, or
If you drink too much,
if you drink, like any kind of chemical substance is considered a toxin by your body and needs to be filtered out by the liver. And if you've never done a liver gallbladder cleanse in your life, then it can start building up toxins, and the functioning is reducing its capability.
and you are probably, you can probably get to a gallbladder event that is excruciatingly painful. I've seen people through it. It's really, really painful. You even faint because of the pain of getting out a stone out of your gallbladder. For those that speak Spanish, gallbladder is la vesícula biliar. So, what are the functions of the most important functions of the liver? We've already told that.
Well, the
Producing
liver,
producing bile.
yeah, the liver produces the bile, and then the gallbladder stores the
Stores
bile.
it. Yeah.
So it's responsible, this bile is breaking down food so that we can digest and so that we can absorb minerals and nutrients from our food. The liver is also responsible for regulating all of the chemicals and all of the hormones in the body. So I work with a lot of people who have low mineral levels, imbalanced vitamins, imbalanced hormones, and this is causing a lot of distress and emotional disturbance in their lives. And really the root cause of it is the liver.
So there is where I was going. Like energetically, every anger. Correct me if I'm wrong, but mainly anger. Every emotional distress is represented on the liver because there is where everything gets stuck. So why do we want to do this?
Well, it's a huge release and cleansing and purification on a physical level, but also on an emotional level, specifically related to anger and stored anger. So it goes both ways. Like if you feel anger in your life and you feel like you cannot express it, or you suppress it, or you have no way to release it, then it will get build up in your liver as toxins. On the flip side, if you have a lot of toxicity in your life, even from like when you were younger, maybe you drank and partied, and now even if you don't, you might still need to cleanse those things out of your liver. And then that can cause anger, and you might be angry and not know why, and maybe it's because your liver has a lot of toxins in it.
So again, as we said the other day, is not only cleansing your emotional body, but as well is very, very, very important to clean your physical body. Because even though if you are doing exercises or sessions or workshops on or on bringing all your shadow and getting away with taking away all your anger, your sadness, or whatever is coming, if you don't do a cleansing in the body, then the body will continue to keep on reacting in the same ways. So it's very, very important to do both things, whether that you you do the emotional cleansing and you do the body cleansing, the detoxifying of both fields, because both of those fields are part of us.
Yeah, everything is connected, and a lot of, well, all the time when someone is doing a liver gallbladder flush, it will bring up anger. So it's really important to be aware of that, and hopefully to have someone who can hold space for you or have a way of like working with that anger and welcoming it and releasing it in some way. And even no matter how many times I say that to someone who's about to do a liver gallbladder flush, when they actually start experiencing this, what can be overwhelming anger during the liver gallbladder flush, they're always like, what's going on? What's happening? Why am I so angry? And it's like, because you're cleansing out all of the stored anger from your liver and your gallbladder.
So if you live with someone, we have to speak up because there is a lot of wind. If you live with someone, whether it is your family, friends, or even your neighbors, if you can, just prevent them. Hey, I'll be doing this thing, so please be patient with me. So next step, how do we begin to do this? How long does it take, and what do we have to do?
Yeah, so the liver gallbladder flush itself takes a total of 7 days, and really the first 6 days are just preparation for the 6th night where you drink this magical concoction. So during the first 6 days, you can still eat normally, although it's recommended to eat lighter and less than usual, and less fats.
animal products.
Less fats if possible, because the gallbladder is really processing fat, so you want to lighten the load on the gallbladder.
So no fried chicken, and no French fries, and so on.
Yeah. Lighten the fat load, the oils.
So what do you have to buy?
Okay, so first you want a big bottle of apple cider vinegar, and the apple cider vinegar you're going to be taking to soften the gallstones. So it's really important to take that for the first 6 days. So first, a big bottle of apple cider vinegar, and it's best to get the kind with the mother still inside. That's the kind that's raw and fermented, so it's of really good quality and it has a lot of probiotics in it.
And it's very easy to make. Eventually, if you have time and you are interested, you can look on Google, how to make apple cider vinegar at home, and you can easily do it by yourself. But if not, just buy it, preferably that is organic, well done. Some neighbor, some like local store will be able to sell it for you.
Yeah, a good brand if you're in the States is Bragg's apple cider vinegar, and actually they have that in most countries.
Okay, after apple cider vinegar, what else?
Then you will need some Epsom salts. You don't need that much Epsom salts. It's just going to be about like 4 tablespoons or so. So you can get Epsom salts at most drugstores or pharmacies. And then you will need a half of a cup of olive oil, and it's really important that it's good quality, organic, cold pressed olive oil, because of the way that you're going to be taking it and its function. So
and juice.
Yeah, getting there.
I'm sorry.
That's the final step. So the final ingredient is freshly pressed citrus juice. So you can either buy freshly pressed orange juice, or you can even get the lemon and the limes and the oranges and squeeze them yourself, and then it's really tasty. Yeah.
It's very tasty. Well, I have my issues with it. Anyway, so how do we take then the apple cider vinegar during the first 6 days?
Okay, just one more thing about the ingredient list. Some optional items to get. Because your body is flushing out a lot of toxins during this flush, it's really helpful to take something that will help you with the detox process. So that's either bentonite clay or activated charcoal, and I recommend getting like a container of that and taking it twice a day, once in the morning and once at night, mixed in a glass of water, or sometimes you can get capsules of the activated charcoal. So that's helping you with the detox process. And I would also recommend getting ingredients for coffee enemas to do throughout the process as well. So that's organic coffee and an enema bag.
Why are they so good, the enemas? Now that we're entering into this subject.
Okay, the enemas are amazing. They're like kind of my top tool for detoxifying and staying healthy and feeling vibrant all the time. They're so effective because they're cleansing our intestines, which a lot of time get dehydrated and full of stuck foods, especially in like the turn places of the intestines. And so we're cleansing our intestines and hydrating them. And then the coffee itself is stimulating all of the internal organs, especially the kidneys and the liver and the gallbladder, to release toxins. And it's also super energizing. So, yeah.
And if you are doing work on self-observation, if you are doing a work on really like everything that we talked about on the previous video, like energetically, if you begin to look at your anger, your sadness, your sorrow, whatever, then those parasites will begin to move in your body. So doing actually these enemas will help to clean those parasites from your system.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you have something to add about it?
Just that, yeah, he mentioned parasites, and that's like another factor in all of this. There are multiple ways to parasite cleanse, and the liver gallbladder flush will also help to cleanse parasites because of the apple cider vinegar and just the whole process. So
and you will face your anger during
Yeah.
these 7 days.
Yeah, so that's another. The coffee enema is clearing out a lot of dead waste material, like parasites that are dying off from doing this work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now again to the practice. Sorry, because time is running out. How do we take the apple cider vinegar?
Okay, so for the first 6 days, starting on the first morning, you will take apple cider vinegar, and then throughout the whole day. It's spread throughout the day, and you're taking a total of 4 ounces per day for 6 days. And to make it easy, you can actually divide that into 3 times a day. 3 tablespoons, like so 3 big spoons of apple cider vinegar mixed into a glass of water.
3 times a day.
Taking that 3 times a day. So 3 tablespoons, 3 times a day in a glass of water.
That for the first 6 days.
Yeah, and that's all you have to do for the first 6 days. Well, the 6th day, there's more.
Okay. So remember not to eat fat.
Not too much.
Not too much, or at least the less that you can.
Mm-hmm.
And on the 6th day, very important.
Very important on the 6th day. There are some new things.
No fats.
No fat.
Whatsoever.
And after breakfast, no eating after 1:30 p.m.
So it's only 1 meal a day, would be like a late breakfast.
Yeah, a late breakfast.
And remember, avocado has fat, so
yeah,
no avocados.
Coconut milk.
No
Like if you want to
coconut.
put just a little bit of milk in your coffee in the morning.
No.
No fats, because what will happen is that when you do the flush that night, you'll feel really sick if you ate any fats during the day. And this is the number one thing that happens. Someone has been preparing for 6 days with me, and then on the 6th day they accidentally have a little bit of fat, and even I've done that before. So I'm always reminding people, like, don't forget, no fat tomorrow, no fat.
So what we are creating with the apple cider vinegar is making those stones that are and all the everything that is stored in the gallbladder and in the liver to become like softer.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that is what we are doing. And then after on the 6th day, then you eat just once a day. You keep on having your apple cider vinegar.
Mm-hmm. And then, so no eating after 1:30 at all. You start fasting at that time, and also even reducing your liquids. And then starting at 6 p.m. you are starting the process, which is drinking a cup of Epsom salts, or water with Epsom salts in it. So before that time, you'll actually do this preparation where You put the Epsom salts into a jar of water and you combine it with a specific ratio so that you'll have your 3 or 4 portions ready. Four portions of 3/4 cup of water, each with the Epsom salts in it.
We will put the instructions down on the video so you can like refer to it.
Yeah.
And
so you take your first round of Epsom salts in water at 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Yes, it doesn't taste very good.
It tastes like shit.
Are we allowed to say? It's very bitter.
I don't like it at all.
But what the Epsom salts are doing is quite important. They're opening up your bile ducts, so that's going to make it really easy for all of the gallstones to come out. And I should have mentioned this in the beginning, hundreds of stones can come out in each liver, gallbladder, flesh, and sometimes it takes up to 12 times, sometimes more, for all of your stones to come out. So hundreds can come out. So we're opening up the bile ducts so that it's a smooth passage.
So after 6 p.m., what is
Then at
happening?
8 p.m. you take your second round of Epsom salts in water. And then at 9:45, and you're going to want to be able to rest during this process. So don't be going out and partying this time.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Or if you do it, you need to have a toilet at hand.
In the morning. Oh, well, yeah. Already when you're taking the Epsom salts, it's starting to clear a little bit.
And
So,
then after
8 p.m., your second round of Epsom salts. Then at 9:45, you're going to start preparing your olive oil citrus concoction, which consists of 1/2 cup of organic cold pressed olive oil mixed with 3/4 cup of freshly pressed citrus juice. So lime, lemon, orange, tangerine, or a combination of any of those things. Freshly pressed, or if you can get it freshly pressed from the grocery store, that's great too. And once you have the olive oil and the citrus, then you combine them in a jar, and I like to shake it to mix it together.
you can put it to the blender, so it's really, really well shaped, but it will taste a little bit bitter if you put it to the blender because it has olive oil. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, so you drink the whole thing.
You drink the whole thing at 10 p.m.
10 p.m.
But you want to be standing next to your bed.
Yes.
Because
you lay down.
It's really important right after drinking the mixture to lay down flat on your back for at least 30 minutes and not move at all.
Don't move.
Yeah.
Like you are already in bed, you don't move.
So, and you can listen to some nice music during that time. Like I would recommend some meditation or some binaural beats on YouTube.
Or read a book.
No, because you're laying down. Well, you can listen to an audiobook. Just relax.
Okay, and then you just go to sleep.
Then you go to sleep, but make sure not to move for 30 minutes. And then you go to sleep, and then the next morning, early at 6 a.m., you drink your third round of Epsom salt.
That they taste deliciously.
Mm-hmm.
At 6 o'clock in the morning, first thing.
Yeah.
So, but it's very, very important to have that dosage of Epsom salts because that is what allowing the gallbladder to open. So you don't suffer from. It's a process, but it's very important to take the Epsom salts.
Yeah.
I was very I didn't want to take that. It was disgusting. I was feeling already like a little bit bad on myself.
Yeah, that was because when you take the olive oil mixture, that's breaking up all the toxins in your liver and your gallbladder and releasing it.
Exactly.
So the next morning you might not feel great on the 7th day in the morning.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay, really. You will feel. What we are creating is a controlled gallbladder event.
Mm-hmm.
So for you to expel the things that are stuck there.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously you will feel not so well, but it's okay.
Yeah, and if you've done your daily coffee enemas, it will help a lot. And if you're taking like the bentonite clay or the activated charcoal, it will help a lot too.
And then after 6 p.m. After
6
you
a.m.?
take that, you will begin to feel that you need to go to the toilet. So just go to the toilet and you'll begin to feel it. And after 6 p.m. after 6 a.m. do we have another intake?
Yes, you have one more round, the final round of Epsom salts at 8 a.m.
8 a.m.
Yeah, and then that's the end of like the steps. So at that point, hopefully you're already starting to go to the bathroom and release the stones. And some people even like to like look at the stones and see what comes out. That's totally up to
So
you.
if you like, prepare your gloves and you can go to look what is going out of your body. Is really,
it's incredible.
It's incredible that
some big stones and different colors, green, yellow, white, black, depending on how old they are.
But it's really important to do this. Even if you are already done detox in your life, or if it's the first one, is very, very important. If you know someone that has already had a gallbladder event and please don't take the gallbladder out of your body, because it's not, the body is a divine, intelligent structure that has to be left just as it is. So this practice of taking the gallbladder out just because you have some things inside, you can actually do this, and you will still keep your gallbladder in, so you don't have to go to any kind of surgery or operation.
And in the comments and description, I'll post some of the pictures of some of the people I've worked with, of the things that came out. It's amazing, and it's like, wow, that was inside of me, like that was a blockage, and we don't realize, but if you're on this path of trying to connect more and more and like be in touch with spirit and vibrations and energy and just connected with yourself and your heart, like any kind of blockage in energy is a blockage from feeling love and like letting the energy flow. So this is like a huge step in being able to connect more and feel more at calm and feel peaceful.
One last thing, again, sometimes because we don't take seriously the detoxifying of the body, even if you already know your limiting patterns, even if you already know why you do the things that you do, sometimes it's not even because you are stuck to the pattern, but because this energy is stuck already in your flesh and bones. So it's very important to do it.
Yeah, and we're actually starting our next liver gallbladder flush ourselves tomorrow with some friends here in Copenhagen. And I would be happy to guide anyone who wants to join us virtually. And it's really nice. I just send out like the daily instructions of the process and daily affirmations and work around like releasing anger. So it touches like on all the aspects of the cleanse, the emotional, the spiritual, the physical, everything. And I'm also like supporting you and creating a space for everyone to get that momentum going of doing the flush. So I know it's a little bit late notice, but anyone who wants to join, you're welcome to join. It's a free offering, and yeah, it's a really beautiful way to come together to cleanse.
Let's celebrate this life with a gallbladder cleansing.
Yes.
Okay, well, I think it's all for today. It's already a quite long video.
And in the comments I'll post, I have the whole protocol written on my website, as well as instructions for doing a coffee enema. And maybe we'll even make a short video about that so that it can be more tangible for you to see how to do the enema, because it's such a beautiful practice. It's just part of my ritual now.
Sending you lots of love. Thank you very much for being here. If you have any comments, please leave them below, and we love you very much. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you.
Thank you.